of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Fuck that. No, I'll just do it. He got excited, didn't he?
First and 10, it's Hurts. And incomplete to open things up. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there.
Trust me, I don't know why I just did
didn't
this
appear
shit.
that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by
I
dumping it
got
off to his
Deshaun
running
Jackson
back
in this bitch.
unsuccessfully.
At 20 years old, nigga.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Dagger.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to let this go deep. And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown.
Nigga fast as fuck.
Deshaun Jackson. His first
Fast as fuck,
touchdown
boy.
here in the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like
dude,
a
this
big
nigga
play,
tipsy.
and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there and a first down. Play action. Now Trubisky. Rolling to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney there to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 34 yards there and a first down.
Philadelphia.
Hurts going to keep this himself. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And an Eagle first down.
On first down, Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Eagles 14, Bears 6.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On third down, Trubisky. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Taking it about the 16. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Alshon Jeffrey.
They're not even
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And they'll run the option here with Hurts. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield and protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bears take over.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. Third down here.
And 10.
They go play action. Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
This is fielded inside the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end.
I think you're tripping, bro. I didn't take
this one down near the 20-yard line.
Like,
just
when it's the last question I
the catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I don't know.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought
don't
down
know.
second and right at a yard.
Does he take it? Did he
Last
take it
catch
anywhere?
short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To the outside, this is complete to Jackson.
MLB.
The Eagles will use the
Wait, look. Hey, Corey. Look where the
your
been at, like by your game.
First half. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on
recheck.
3rd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously cost one.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 44-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Check 50, check 50. Lock in, lock in. Alert, alert. Check 26.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Sanders. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Throwing is Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Hurts.
Why did I throw that
shit? For a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They go play action with Trubisky.
Wow.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Fielded at the 20. A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man completes it to Butler. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard
line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Oh, my God.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Now Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, 29 yards. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterback.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
36-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And he tugged this this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Going up top for Miller. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now this carries into the end zone, and we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
1st down, Philadelphia.
Now this throw caught left side. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
34 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in two positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, I'm also surprised when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return will stop right around the 25. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll run with Sanders, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. He pitches it out, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast, so I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
not telling you not to go. Please. I'm not making you do shit. That's you. Yeah. Heard you. Do you want to go and I go get you, or what? I mean, I'm telling you, I would. I can send you a location. I'll do it real quick. Nothing's really gonna stop me to do that. Nothing's gonna stop me to do that. That's an easy drive. And then we was just talking on the way back. Yeah. Why not? Because I want to see you. That means you gotta spend, if you spend some time with them. I don't know if you want to go, because I honestly wouldn't want to go to the funeral. I hate funerals. I said I honestly wouldn't want to go to the funeral because I hate funerals. You want me to go? Dude, you nasty as fuck. I deadass heard that shit. I'm just vibing right now. Relaxing. Chilling. Hey, bro. Oh, you need to go to bed. Oh, okay, you gotta work tomorrow. What pill did you take? I know you're not popping Rockies. What are you popping? That nigga is weird. That nigga fucking dirty, man. He shit on he's cheating on my fucking girl. I'm so fucking retarded. Why would that nigga post that shit? And he's so hurt about that shit. Nigga, what? No, but no cap, like I would get you if you wanted to. Dude, you coming close to the phone? Yeah. Look, I don't know, I gotta prepare myself for that. What time y'all leaving?